Hey everybody, Offset and Leonard here. Just wanted to put out a quick video. About a week and a half ago, I had made some purchases on eBay, and it just so happened that the three purchases totaled right around $100, and I figured it'd be a fun video to do like how far my $100 went on eBay. So it's not issuing a challenge or anything like that, but I just figured I'd just share what I picked up. And what's kind of cool is because you got taxes and shipping, and so it that's a percentage that gets taken away. So I did my best. I went just like a hair over, but I promise you, if I didn't go over with the last card, which was a very inexpensive card, really two cards ate up most of the budget. If I didn't get that last card, it wouldn't be as fun to share this video. And the cool thing is, before we take a look, is that the cards that I got, it's all stuff that it crosses off a lot of things that I like to collect. So, so I got a Reds card, a vintage Reds card graded. I've gotten two in-person autographs, one of them on Oakland A's, and the other one is the other card is kind of humorous. So, that's like five things that got checked off with these purchases. So I'm excited to share them with you. So without further ado, let's look at some cards. All right, this video is brought to you by Quaker Puffed Rice and Puffed Wheat. According to the babe, they taste good and they're good for you. Thank you, babe. All right, what did we get for a hundo, a C-note, a Benjamin? Well, we'll start off with the vintage Reds graded card, which happens to be a 41 double play, Johnny Vandermeer and Linus Fry. So it was graded by SGC at 3.5. These are all, blank backs. And again, the 41 play ball is considered Johnny Vandermeer's rookie, even though he's got some issues, like I think like 39. I think it's like 39 Reds team issue or something like that, which kind of looks like a Bowman card, which I do not have, and I'm probably going to chase down. But I thought this was pretty cool, and this was around $42 shipped or something like that. So we got that, and I don't know if you guys saw, this wasn't part of this. This was a totally different video, and this blew out a little bit of my budget, but I just showed this recently because it was a recent pickup, but I figured this is the 41 play ball Vandermeer. So kind of cool. Goes in the Reds PC. Back-to-back no-hit guy. I love it. So we got that. And then the next card that we got was a card near and dear to my heart. We got an 88 Topps McGwire. Okay, with the signature's a little light, but I took a gamble on it because of the price. Not so much whether it's good or not. I know it's good. It also had if you guys are familiar with the 80s, like mid 80s to maybe mid 90s, there was a company called Stacks of Plaques out there. This was actually in a Stacks of Plaques mini plaque that commemorated his Rookie of the Year. Had the sticker on the back of the plaque. I've got enough of these to know that this is a legit signature, no doubts about it. It's just, it runs a little light, but again, it was 40 something dollars shipped. And again, those two, the Vandermeer and the McGwire, ate most of my budget. But as a kid, this was like one of my favorite, if not most favorite cards as a kid. I mean, watching McGwire in 87 was an absolute amazing thing. And when I got to open up 88 packs, I just loved the green border, the color match uniform with the team name. Always loved and was infatuated with the Cup cards. So much so that, again, knowing his signature, here's a PSA DNA. Here's another PSA DNA. They brought the signature can kind of like, get broader and, whatever. So, here's another PSA DNA. Here's another PSA DNA. 88 Topps signed McGwire. This isn't a flex, I promise you. SGC 88 Topps McGwire Cup card. So why do I have all these? Again, my favorite card. It was a little bit of an obsession. I'm not trying to own them all. There's plenty on eBay to buy. I'm not trying to hoard them or corner the market. I just thought that eventually, at some point, I will end up doing what I did when I was a kid, and that is create a 9-pocket page. This is my original 9-pocket page from when I was a kid. So you could see that old flimsy, like it's literally like a cloudy 9-pocket page of McGwire. So I think that puts me up to six McGwires. I do have one other McGwire from '88 that is signed, but that is with the Canseco. And one thing about McGwire's signature, these are all period signatures. They're all from, you know, the 80s, maybe the early 90s. At the most, his signature changed a lot since then, and even going into the late 90s, they had changed. So just being able to have, you know, these signed is just, it's a childhood dream of mine. So, and it's another reason why I love collecting Oakland A's cards, McGwire and Canseco. So, anyways, so the last card is more of a novelty. I had a conversation with Keith from the Lonely Basement, and I was sorting cards one night, and I stumbled upon one of his videos, and I got notified that one of his videos came up. I was watching the video, and I guess he knocked over one of his 1991 Flair baseball card sets, and he was putting them back in order. But as he was putting them in order, he was showing, you know, he did a little bit of a show and tell on the Flairs. It was a nice trip down memory lane because I remember when they came out, and I went and bought a lot of packs and stuff like that. But recently, I want to say in the last, like, it was before COVID, you know, I was, you know, I've always been going through cards. I've never stopped. And a card stood out when I was breaking down a collection, and I was waiting for him to pull the card because it's got some humor to it, and he never did. So after we spoke about this at the Philly show, and I said, "You didn't pull this guy." I was like, "This guy was good." He's like, "Why?" He's like, "I might not have him." I was like, "Oh," I was like, I think and it was, he's on the Braves, and it was like one of the last teams. So I waited the whole time, didn't get the payoff. But anyways, we joked about it, and it was a good laugh. And I told him about the card, and so I found the card signed, you know, in-person signature. And it was for like $4.99, and, you know, with like $1.30 shipping. So again, my total for the 3 cards came out to, it was like $101.81. So okay, just over the $100 limit. But again, when you see the card, you're gonna love it. So let's take a look at that. All right, without further ado, the card that I picked up is a 1991 Fleer, Lonnie Smith signed. Now, what I love about this card is that the border is so yellow that he's like, I can't see the ball. Get me out of this frame. This is too bright for me. So I absolutely love this card. Find it hilarious. I crack up a little bit every time I see it. And I think it's just such a cool card. So, and this is always going to remind me of Keith for sure. And, you know, so those are the 3 cards I got. And we'll just break out Mr. Lonnie, and I paid just over $100 for the 3 cards, and yeah, makes me totally happy and smile. And I wish everybody well. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but thank you for hanging out with me, and we'll see you in the next one.